7:50, 7:52 maybe on Tuesday. Usually, I know yesterday's live stream that I did at like what 10 o'clock. I said I'm going to get on early. I'm going to show off all the new books. Blah 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 blah. Did not happen. I specifically gave myself this very short, like 5 minute window to do the live stream, so that I don't really get into why it didn't happen. I really don't want to recount my whole crazy day, but I will. Right now, we're not going to look at the new books. A big part of why we're not going to, hey Dave, a big part of the reason we're not going to look at the new books is because I have a diamond delivery coming tomorrow with more new books. So there's at least 2 or 3 great titles that deserve some attention. I hope we haven't heard from Harper with the tracking number, but I hope that maybe the Bechtel will be here so we can talk about that, because the new Alice Bechtel is really something. And more importantly, I am cranky again. It was a very long day. It was a very I wouldn't say a very successful day, but I got all the new books logged. I got them up on the shelf for tomorrow. I dealt with a bunch of issues. I dealt with a lot of customers, even though not a lot of people bought a lot. A lot of people bought a little, which was very lovely. We had a lot of people in. I had the door open most of the day because it was very nice weather. It wasn't a terrible day, but I am just, I had someone do a gigantic trade-in. We're talking, they got $1,000 credit, not like 50 volumes of Naruto, 23 volumes of Bleach, just great stuff. And it is just, it's here behind me in a giant mess. I have not had a second to deal with it. That's part of my annoyance. I hate when there's just a pile of stuff. It drives me crazy. But also the person who did the trade-in just did not listen. The copious amount of times I said what was in the used, what they get the credit for, and they did the classic thing where I said all their credit, and then they said, "Oh, can I have this?" And I was like, "What? No." And then it's like, "Well, what makes it new? Because it's shrink wrapped?" And I was like, "No." So yeah, so that combined with a lot of browsers asking a lot of random questions, which is totally fine. Just all add up together until about an hour ago, an hour and 50 minutes ago, I'm like, holy moly, I got to get all the new books out. We have a humongous, again, there's going to be even more new stuff tomorrow because of the diamond order, but all this is out tomorrow. Some of it officially came out last week and we just got it. So look at that great Sanford Green cover. Just so much stuff that I just don't have the brain power after going through all that and getting it on the shelf and putting it away for everybody and blah, 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 blah. Remember that? Yeah. To look at these wonderful 6 or 7 new books that we have here. Second Suitor Armor, special anniversary edition of Nimona, Hit, the complete collection, all great stuff. I want to give it the time it deserves. I want to be able to talk about the books and why they're great, and there just isn't time. So we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to look at all those new single issues, all the new graphic novels. We do have some Five Nights at Freddy's books. We have Tales from the Pizzaplex collection, and I think we have, is that all we have right now? My goodness. Yeah, we usually have, what's it called? Something Closet? I don't remember. We usually have more, but right now we just have the Pizzaplex collection. We can order all the others, though. Anyway, yeah, there is so much out. There's so much going on in the world of comics. We talked a little bit on Sunday about what's going on with Diamond, and people are, again, they're making all sorts of assumptions and all sorts of things because Diamond made this move and that move. Someone wrote, for ICV2, someone wrote a gigantic thing about where do we go without Diamond? And it's like, what do you mean without Diamond? The company is still out there. They have a previews order due next week. Well, how do we survive without? Again, I don't have time to discuss that. So I'm going to head out tomorrow. If you don't subscribe already, definitely subscribe. If you subscribe and you don't have your notifications set, get your notifications set. so that you can see when we are actually on and talking about all the new books. Hopefully tomorrow, even if it's busy, I will get my language. I will get myself together and really find time to be here and show off all the new stuff. Until then, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.